Hi, my name is Luke, and I'll be arguing against the death penalty. When someone does something bad, like say kill or seriously hurt, injure someone, yes, it is giving them a taste of their own medicine by giving them the death penalty, but it also makes the person who injects the needle the killer too. Here's an example. John Herbert, born September 1867, died 1929, was the executioner for the state of New York, New Jersey, and Massachusetts from 1913 to 1926. Herbert was trained as the state electrician by his predecessor, Edwin F. Davis, and oversaw 140 executions over his tenure. After a while, Herbert became depressed about his job, but continued for a good salary of $150 per execution. After a while, Herbert became depressed. In 1926, Herbert retired and said, "I got tired of killing people." In 1929, Herbert became further depressed over the death of his wife. At the age of 59, Herbert committed suicide by shooting himself. Herbert was the father of 3 children. That's just one example of a suicide caused by the death penalty. I would like to tell you the story to show significant.
You're saying the cause of the death penalty is because he executed people, but you said that because his wife died, he got depressed. There's a higher chance that he got what?
Further depressed.
Yeah, you see, he got further depressed. But so far, his whole entire life, after having a job of a death penalty, he was just depressed, but he didn't kill himself. So the reason why he died is because the reason why he committed suicide is because his wife died. That was the extra hitch that made him kill himself. So the whole time he did the death penalty, he didn't actually die. Like, he didn't actually want to kill himself. It's just the time when his wife died. So technically, your fact is wrong.
You're done. I will send it to B and go ahead.
Also, like, he chose that job, so, like, he chose that future for himself. Like, we're not.
Still giving other governments to choose that.
You guys may no longer contradict.
Chose.
Please continue.
In 1950, Timothy Evans was hanged for the murder of his daughter. 2 years after his death, the police discovered evidence that the man was innocent and that the landlord had committed the murder. It costs far more to execute someone than to keep him or her in prison for life. A 2011 study found that California had spent more than $4 billion on punishment since it became in 1978, and that death penalties are 20 times more expensive than sentencing a life in prison without possibility of parole. California currently spends $184 million on the death penalty each year, is on track to spend $1 billion in the next 5 years. You may say that the death penalty can act as a deterrent, but in countries where the death penalty exists, the murder rate is still shockingly high. For example, in parts of the United States. A scientific study has failed to demonstrate that having the death penalty lower the rate of crime and murder than just having a life sentence in prison. States without the death penalty have much lower rates. The South of America is responsible for 80% of the U.S.'s executions and has the highest murder rate. That's one country with the death penalty that has a very high murder rate. I'm lukeH and I'm arguing against the death penalty. Thank you.